What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we are going to be talking about spot price, its tanking, and just a little bit about that in general. So let's get into it. Okay, guys. So, as you know, spot price got beat to heck today. Well, this week, really. And so, I want to talk a little bit about that, and I want to just kind of give my opinion and advice on that kind of stuff. So, silver, in my opinion, got hit the absolute worst. It moved quite a lot in the past week. Now, that creates an excellent buying opportunity for silver. If you were waiting to pick up some silver, I suggest picking some up. Now, I have seen a lot of the premiums sort of remain the same, but because spot price has dropped, the price of the coins have dropped and bars and things like that. And so for things like the Queen's Beast or, other pieces that are a little bit more numismatic or semi-numismatic, those are a great buy right now. I also would just suggest picking some up if you can find some. I have seen deals on Eagles and things like that. And so there are deals out there for sure. So if you want to pick up some silver, I would highly suggest picking some up now. Maybe don't go crazy and just go all in on it, but it definitely is a better deal than we have seen in quite a while. So I would highly suggest picking some up. Now, platinum also tanked its spot price quite a bit as well. It dropped about $100 an ounce on spot. And so platinum is also a great deal. One thing I want to warn or give advice on is platinum is still pretty scarce. It's still pretty hard to find. And so it's going to be hard to find pieces. If you're looking at picking up a 1 ounce coin, I would suggest picking it up right now because you can find them fairly easily below $1,000. The new Queen's Beast Lion just got released for pre-order, and that is a great price across the board from all of the dealers. That's probably your best bet on getting a 1 ounce coin. Most of the other 1 ounce coins are still kind of higher. You can find some under $1,000. Like the kangaroo or things like that. I haven't found any platinum eagles below 1,000 as of yet. It might have to stay below 1,000 for a little while longer before that coin goes below 1,000. But if you were thinking about picking up a 1 ouncer, pretty much all of the bars from all your big dealers, the 1 ounce bars, are going to be below 1,000. And the new Queen's Beast that is on pre-order is below 1,000. And I highly suggest picking up that coin because they always increase in value on the collector's side regardless of where spot is. So because they come and go. I have witnessed it before. I have bought the Queen's Beast at release basically, or at pre-order release. And they just always go up in value because I guess they just don't mint very many because it's everyone's third favorite metal. And so these things definitely hold a premium. And that premium really just goes up on the collector's side of things. Take this Falcon, for instance. I bought it when it first was released around $920 or something. It was $100 over spot at the time, but I could easily list this on eBay or on a private market or whatever for like $1,100, and somebody would probably pay that for it. The more rare Queen's Beast coins, like the Griffin, people will pay even more for, because this is a rather old platinum coin. 2018, relatively old. It's only a couple of years, but the Falcon's much newer, the Griffin is much older, comparing those two. So I highly suggest picking up that Queen's Beast coin if you can afford it. If you can't, take a look at some of the bars, the fractional bars and things like that. I know ATMAX currently has a 2.5 gram bar still in stock, and that has lowered in cost since spot has lowered. Now, the fractionals haven't really lowered. Fractional coins have not really lowered very much. So your fractional eagles, your 1/10, your 1/4, things like that have not really lowered that much. If you can find them for a deal, I say pick them up. But at this current spot, I wouldn't pay, like for this 1/10 eagle, there's no way in heck I would pay more than 150. In fact, I probably would wait to even pay 150 until spot went back up. So I would focus more on the 1 ounces and the bars at the current time. The premiums on these might lower eventually depending on if spot holds low, but I would hold off on the 1/10 and the 1/4 ounces. Now, gold has held the strongest of all 3 metals, and we know that's how it works. We realized that in March, and we understand that that's how gold works. So, but gold is still a decent buy as well. So if you want to pick some up, that would be probably a good idea as well. You really can't go wrong with any of the precious metals. But I also want to talk about something important. So, everyone knows that gold is the money metal, right? Everyone sees it as money and sees it as the ultimate hedge and everything like that. Well, I want to talk about platinum, because I know there's a lot of new stackers in the community, and I know that they maybe are just now looking at getting into platinum. And I want to talk about the similarities of silver and platinum, because they both reacted in a very similar way. They both went way down. Gold went down a little bit, but platinum and silver were the first two to get hit, and then gold started to follow suit a little bit. And I want to point that out because platinum, a lot of people think that it's different from silver and gold, and that it's very industrial use metal. But silver is a very industrial use metal. And I think that, with silver and platinum reacting in the similar manner, I think you should be able to see them in a similar light. Now, platinum is much more rare than silver, obviously. So its price is much more higher than silver. But its price is much more lower than gold based on its rarity. And so I think the reason for that is people still see gold as the ultimate hedge, and they're just kind of getting into platinum. Platinum's a relatively new metal. It's only been really minted and seen as an investment metal for around 20 or 30 years. And so that's why its price kind of stays where it's at, in my opinion. But I also want to just kind of talk about maybe where I think the future will go. So I'm unsure on silver. I don't know if it'll go up. I don't know if it'll stay down. I honestly just do not know. And because I don't know, I pick up silver here and there, just kind of off and on over time. But platinum, I have experienced what we are going through before. And what I mean by that is platinum has played the let's stay below 1,000 game like silver used to play let's stay below $20 game back in the day. Now, if you're a new stacker, you might not know what I'm talking about. So for basically ever, No, not forever. But what seemed like forever, silver would always go up to $19 an ounce, 19.50, but it never could quite break that 20 bucks. Maybe it broke it for like a second, midday or something, but it never could break that 20 bucks. It would go up to 19.50, and people are like, oh, there's no stopping this train. And then it would drop back down to 18, 17, and then it would go back up to 19.50, and everyone's like, oh, it's not going to stop. And then it would drop back down to 17 or 18 or 16 or something. And that's kind of what platinum has done basically forever, it seems like. It just hasn't busted out of its lower end spectrum. It hasn't busted out of that sub 20 spectrum. And so because of that, any time you can get platinum at below $1,000 spot, in my opinion, is a good deal. But the fact that you can actually get an entire ounce right now below $1,000, I think is an excellent deal. Because I think this metal has the potential to either match gold or outperform gold over time. I know that is bullish of me to say, but that's just what I think. And so if you can pick up an ounce of platinum below 1,000 with the premium, I think you should definitely consider, at least consider, that's all I'm asking, is just consider picking up an ounce and adding it to your portfolio. As you know, I'm the platinum beast, so I've got plenty of the ounces and fractionals and everything. But yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to make this video talking about the recent crash and all the spot prices and everything like that. What my thoughts are, what I think you should do. At the end of the day, I know everyone's going to just do whatever they want to, but I just kind of wanted to give my opinion on it and let you know what I thought about it, what I'm kind of doing about it. I'm going to continue stacking the platinum across the board. I might pick up some silver. We'll see where things go. I might pick up some gold. I'm kind of holding off on gold a little bit longer, but yeah, guys, just wanted to make this video talking about this week and the crash and everything like that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, guys, we will see you.